friend of mine told me I had to get on Facebook because it was going to change my life. It allows you to create and maintain varying degrees of intimacy with a large group of people.
When somebody asks to be my friend on Facebook, the criteria I use is usually I have to have met them at least once, and I have to remember who they are.
Pretty much have to know them to add them, because then they can see all your stuff and all your pictures, so it's kind of creepy.
These are people that you know in real life. So they're significant to your social network, to your sense of yourself, to your sense of your own significance and popularity in the world.
I have lots of friends on my Facebook that I would call like friends by default. Friends that you're friends with just because you've no other choice, like you work with them or you have to.
I've rejected 2 or 3 people, but it's sort of like family members I don't really want to be in contact with, so I just pretend I never got the message.
Because you make a profile and then, 3 weeks later, everyone that you've ever known, from kindergarten to high school, to university, to college, has added you.
My 10-year high school reunion is coming up next year, and a few people have set up a Facebook group for it. And they invited all the people from my graduating class. And as a result of me adding the group, becoming a member, all these people who I haven't seen forever added me, and I did feel kind of pressured to add them.
The internet first developed as kind of a place for people to play online games that they would be playing, fantasy games that they would be playing offline. Games where you're meant to create an other version of yourself or something that doesn't reflect you at all.
Have I ever lied in my profile, like about my age or something? Not in Facebook. I mean, in other applications, I've definitely lied. When I was a teenager, I may have said I was older than I actually was.
I've called in sick for work before, and I got all my friends to comment on my wall. Oh my God, Mallory, are you okay? Are you okay? How's the sore throat going? And so I've used Facebook sort of to help myself out a bit.
I think that we have to understand that what people might construct as lying online is actually the kind of public relations management that we do in everyday life anyway. If we're potentially looking for a partner, or if we're looking to make friends, we might leave the house looking a little bit smarter, feeling a little bit more chipper, brighter, being a little bit more open than we might on any other day.
I would say that my Facebook profile does reflect who I am in real life. I think there's limits to what you can find out about a person on Facebook, but I mean, it's my personality, and I think it does come through in whatever limited way on Facebook.
I got into a fight with my boyfriend, and he didn't want me to post something on his wall. I was just teasing him, though. It was just a joke. And so I said, well, maybe you don't want to be in a relationship with me on Facebook anymore.
I find it's easier to be more open. You can be a little bit more yourself, because I think at times you really feel there's just like a computer screen judging you. And then if someone writes a smart-ass comment that you don't like about something, you just delete it and ignore it. So,
Facebook is a way for us to expand our notion of sociality instead of think about it as constricting or restricting our ability to interact in meaningful human ways. I have, it's reaching 130 and I'm becoming very uncomfortable.
So I met someone and I had them as a friend on Facebook, and then a little while down the road, like I just talked to him one time on the phone, and after a long time, and anyways, I looked on his Facebook, and then it was like support, maybe I won't say his name, but support this guy, and I was like, why does he say that? And I looked, and he's actually in prison because apparently he like murdered some guy, and I'm like, wow, well, okay, like, glad we never hung out or anything like that. We just were friends on Facebook. I'm like, delete.